Hey everybody, it's Peanut Butter Con, and today I'm going to be telling you how you guys can create a large farm that you can auto-replant crops. And with the new update, in my last video I did show this off, but for anyone who didn't see it, the enchantment that you will need is found in your Cocoa Bean 8 collection. It's the Replenish enchantment book. This is a max version of this book, so you'll just need to make it once, and you'll need 16 cookies along with those paper. And you could add it to either a hoe or to an axe. And let's start showing off a farm that I started building to demonstrate what a large farm can look like. So, in my prior video, I showed off my nether wart farm, and this was a farm that was 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks long, so that when you would swing any weapon, it would destroy it all in a single line. Unfortunately, the nether warts don't auto-replant with the hoe. That's just the crystal replanting those right now. And for the cocoa beans, let's start chatting about how you could mass plant these. You could either do it in one of two ways. One way is a design like this, where you could walk underneath the cocoa beans, look up, and walk down. But when you do this, you might not be having it at a perfect angle. One way to look to see if you could walk in a very straight line is to hit your F3 button and align your coordinates so that these numbers here that are changing, where it says facing west towards -x, it will read 90 and -90. And as you hit the W key, you'll walk in a perfect straight line, being able to hit all of those cocoa beans that you can. But some people get annoyed with walking in a straight line and don't really want to set up that perfect outlook, so you can create a wall of cocoa beans. It's the same exact method. You could take your axe, in this case I'm just holding a hoe, and you're looking up, but as you're swinging, it will destroy everything above it. And as you could tell, I destroyed 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks above me. That's as far as you could reach for the cocoa beans. And this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks high for the jungle wood that you need to have. And it would be pretty simple. You destroy anything of these cocoa beans in the middle, and you'd be replacing it with jungle oak wood all the way down in a continuous line, and that way, as you're walking down this, you don't have to worry about going off to the side and getting stuck as like you might in this design. One thing that's kind of fun with this design is you could mine it in vertical or a long ways orientation, and then you could even do it a short ways depending on how long this farm could go out. So you could do the same exact thing, but instead of it lining up into 90, -90, you're going to go for that 180, 90, and you're going to be going straight this way. So those are two different ways you could set up your cocoa bean farm, and it'll be something quite repetitive. If you decide to set it up using this method, which I don't know is the ideal method, you will want to place them so there's 2 dirt blocks in between, so there's room for the cocoa beans to grow. And you want to knock out those 2 bottom cocoa beans, since they will stand in the way of you walking forwards and looking up. So that's really all of the technicality here with this cocoa bean farm. Alright, let's move on how you could farm other crops. So right here I have a carrot farm going. In this carrot farm, I have it also 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks wide, and that's with the same concept. As you're moving left and right, you'll be able to hit all of those 4 carrot blocks in one fell swoop. And when you're doing this faster, you're just going to be running along. I have a full young dragon set on right now, and that's probably not going to be ideal. We're probably going to be moving too fast to hit all those carrots, and you'll have some carrots in between left. So you definitely will want to adjust your speed on your farm once you're actually doing this. And I do want to note out for this farm, I have another repeating pattern, but rather than something where it's 4 blocks, another 4 blocks, and a water trough, I actually did something a little bit different to condense this. I have it 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I have this. It will be attached 1, 2, 3, 4, and you'll be able to do the same thing over here. I do want to note, depending on how fast you're moving, you might be able to actually hit a 5th block as you're getting these carrots. So I'll demonstrate that here. We have this long line of carrots, which will be 8 blocks wide, and we'll hit it. Let's see how many hit. Hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. But note, those were 5 blocks at a standstill, and if you're moving at an okay speed, which you'll likely be doing something, you might be missing some of these blocks. And I'll just show you off here. As you can see, I moved down the line, and it wasn't all hitting that 5th block as I did the first round. I got it on this one, and I got it on that one, and these two. So it wasn't all that helpful having that 5th block, but you might be able to hit it. It's something for you to decide on your own farm. But hitting that 4th block is quite realistic for a consistent way to farm. So, you'd probably be doing the same exact thing with potato farm. These carrots could really be anything you would want to plant right next to a water block, and that you'll need to use your hoe to make sure that you can plant any of those crops. So this will work for a lot of different crop designs. I'll just kind of walk you through it a little bit further, but obviously I have a trough here. In this trough, I did make it out of glowstone just to use some light when it was night. On my island, I could help avoid any kind of monsters around the area that might kind of screw up with the farm, and to just add some light factor to my farm. And it's going to be something that you are going to have to continue. You probably want to continue all the way to the edge of your island. I'm in the process right now. I'll just kind of walk you over. So this is the edge of my island. I did not have a water trough right here to help maximize how many of these I could place. I first began with this row of 4, having a water source, and then I started my row of 8 blocks here, 4 in each side, 4 for this water trough, and then a 4 facing for this water trough. I think this could be a great design pattern for you guys as well, and you'll be continuing this design all the way down and all the way to the end of your island. And that probably would wrap up the most efficient way to farm these crops in Hypixel Skyblock. This will help you with your collection, and make sure you have that replenish enchantment on a hoe, especially for these carrots. They will automatically replant, as you see right here, and it will allow you to run down the line, hitting all of these plants that you want to hit in a fairly time-efficient way. And that will be that. So everyone, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Cheers.